Some of the world's most successful boxers are in Cardiff this weekend for a celebration of the sport organised by the World Boxing Council. Tonight is the premiere of a new movie about the life of one of Wales' greatest fighters, Howard Winstone. Risen tells the story of how the factory worker from Merthyr Tydfil became one of the most skilled boxers of all time.
Howard Winstone surveys the town he was born and brought up in, a sporting legend who became the featherweight world champion. He's so revered in boxing circles that last year, former world heavyweight champion Mike Tyson made a pilgrimage to Merthyr to lay flowers at his statue. Now Howard Winstone's immortalised on film with a movie that's been 5 years in the making. The film's director, a Merthyr boy himself, says Winstone's prowess was all the more remarkable as an accident working in a toy factory meant he had to completely reassess his fighting style.
And I think what fascinated me more than anything was the fact that Howard lost the 3 fingers. And I just thought, how can you box with one hand, essentially? It's almost like it was made up, you know? And I just thought that would just make a great sort of story for our film.
There's no doubt who's the master inside, it's Winstone.
Having won 83 of his 86 amateur fights, the highlight of which was the gold medal at the Empire Games in Cardiff, he turned professional in 1960. Just 2 years later, he won the British featherweight title and became the featherweight champion of the world at the age of 29. For actor Stuart Brennan, it's taken years of training to look convincing in the ring.
The hardest bit to do has been the boxing, and now we're doing it to the top degree, as it were. We've got world champions in there. Some of the boxers have said, you could be a pro boxer yourself if you wanted to go for it, and that's a huge compliment, and that doesn't come about overnight.
The film premieres tonight in Cardiff's International Arena and signals the start of a weekend in the Welsh capital billed as an international boxing festival, attended by some of the world's greatest fighters. Howard Winstone is one of the most revered Welsh boxers of all time. He passed away 10 years ago, but he's immortalised here in his hometown in Merthyr by this statue. Now the film Risen, which premieres tonight in Cardiff, will ensure he has the recognition of an even wider audience. Nick Pallett, BBC Wales Today, Merthyr Tydfil.
Sounds good.